Hi there, my name is Daniel Donna, or Rolling Thunder, and I'm a two-spirit, so I'm both a man and a woman, and I'm FTM, which means I'm female-born, but I just started taking male hormones. I'm female to male, and I also experience being both Jesus and the goddess. So I thought that maybe that would be interesting, maybe. If anyone gives a shit. Yeah, I'm super excited. I just started testosterone a week ago. Um, I thought I would get a rush, um, but actually I just felt kind of a lot more mellow. And I think it might just be some relief from the sheer terror of being trans, because being trans is pretty traumatic. So I have really bad gender dysphoria, which is, I describe it as being a discomfort around certain body parts because my soul doesn't fit them properly. So I have massive dysphoria around my hips. My hips spread when I was 14 and hit female puberty. And for me, I'm comfortable with having a narrow hips, but my hips spread. And I didn't know how to deal with this. And I didn't know trans FTM was a thing, although I knew that I was Batman and Jim Morrison at the time. So when I was 15 years old, I got an eating disorder. I got very severe anorexia and bulimia. And when I was just before my 18th birthday, I was hospitalized and I was 36 kilos. The photos from that are pretty mad. It's pretty gross. It'd be pretty scary to be anorexic. You could see not just my bones through my skin, but my organs. And it was pretty terrifying when most of the time you think you're fat and all this, but you do have these moments of clarity where you can really see yourself. And it was like, holy fuck, I'm dying and I can't stop. And you're just terrifyingly cold. And then bulimia is just absolutely horrific. I've been addicted to a lot of things, and like the chemicals that are produced in it are so addictive. Like, I would just, from the moment that I started my bulimia at age 15, every day was spent just wanting to get better. And every day was spent just going, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it, and trying with all my might and researching all I could as to what was wrong with me and all this. And doing all this work trying to get better, and then I'd always do it, or it was very hard to have a day without throwing up. And then when you throw up, I just completely advise against any bulimia for anyone who's trying throwing up. It's absolutely horrible. It feels like you've been run over by a train for 5 days. And also part of why my bulimia started was also dysphoria around my face. I have dysphoria around having a round face, and hopefully with testosterone it will become the jaw will become more defined and will make me more comfortable in my body. So that was part of why I got an eating disorder. Thought, if I get skinny, then my face will be skinny and I'll feel more comfortable, whatever's wrong with me. And it just made my face, it makes your face like swell up. Like, oh, it's really gross. You get a big moon face. Yeah, I'm excited about testosterone. I'm gonna see how that goes. And She-Hulk it up. Grrr. Oh, I have been able to open my coffee cups easier, so that was very exciting. So other exciting stuff is I experienced being God and Jesus. And I knew this when I was little. I just had a real sense in my gut of being really ancient and vast and very, very different. I knew I was a very old man and simultaneously I'm a little girl at the same time. I'm a lady boy and a gentleman girl, and my gender is Audrey Hepburn meets Batman. And so I kind of forgot about my power and stuff and got ill. And then I had an awakening when I was kind of getting better in my late 20s, which ended up being a manic episode. I ended up speaking in tongues. And I experienced this knowing that I was Jesus. And I thought, no, of course this is crazy. And ran away from it and everywhere I could. And, got stuff full of medication to kind of stop it. But every time I kept going against it, I'm from Christchurch, New Zealand, and we would have these horrific earthquakes when I would go against my destiny. And when I started going with the knowing I was Jesus and my path of destiny and going on to learn about being God and doing the inner work and stuff, these earthquakes would happen. And then when I went with it, the earthquake stopped. So I've been on this path since 2010. You got to remember, if anyone wants to know what it's all about, and that a lot of it's to do with me just healing myself. And testosterone is going to take care of all the yucky masculine energy in the universe, my shadow. So hopefully that's going to be amazing. Hopefully we'll have a lot of changes with that. Estrogen's completely fucked me. I've been in a lot of pain. I'm really disabled. I can hardly move. I'm chronic fatigue and in chronic pain, and have been for about 10 years. And the more I go with being God, the more magic happens. And some pretty cool shit has happened. We've made some pretty cool shit happen. That's cool. It's not just me, it's you guys too. We're all God. And you got to remember that Jesus said, ye are gods. Remember that. And if anyone wants to know how to go about it and a bit more about being God, then I'd say Abraham Hicks is a really good resource. They've kind of got it down. Follow your bliss, follow your heart. That's where I live. Love each other. Don't be stupid. Don't take literally a book so heavily edited and written years ago. There's the whole story. Look at the original stuff. Read some Tim Freak and Peter Gandy are really, really good about the original story and what it's all about. The Gospel of the Second Coming is an amazing book by them. So anyway, I thought I'd make a video and see how it went. Anyone wants to donate me money because they want me to be well and healthy and happy, you can do that via PayPal, or you can write to me if you like at justlikealittle girl@gmail.com. It's justlikealittle girl@gmail.com. And I love you lots. I love everybody so much. You all are my children. And we're going to do this. I'm going to turn us all into heaven. Love you heaps.